When people think of Tennessee, they think of music, mountains, and quiet small towns. What most people don't think about are the crimes. Crimes that were buried, crimes that were barely reported, and crimes so disturbing they still haunt the people who live there. Tonight, we're uncovering 3 shocking crimes that happened in Tennessee, stories most people have never heard of. And trust me, the last one will stay with you. Crime number 3, the Corpsewood Murders, 1977. Deep in the Tennessee wilderness, 2 men disappeared from society. Charles Scudder and Henry Wallace wanted to be left alone. No neighbors, no rules, no interference. So they built a cabin far from civilization, hidden by thick forest and silence. But isolation breeds rumors. Locals whispered about satanic rituals, about piles of cash, about evil living in the woods. One night, fueled by fear and curiosity, a group of young men went looking for answers. They found the cabin. What happened next was savage. Scudder and Wallace were tortured and murdered inside their own home, their bodies left behind in a crime driven not by money. Crime number 2, the Nashville Christmas bombing, 2020, but by paranoia. The killers were caught, but the damage was done. 2 lives lost because of lies and hysteria. It was Christmas morning in Nashville. The streets were empty. The city was quiet. Then, an RV parked downtown began playing a message, calm, mechanical, and chilling. A warning. Minutes later, the RV exploded. The blast tore through historic buildings, shattered windows blocks away, and knocked out communication systems across multiple states. The man behind it was Anthony Quinn Warner. He planned everything. He chose the timing. And he made sure no one else would die. But here's the terrifying part. No clear motive was ever found. No manifesto. No demands. No explanation. Crime number 1, the disappearance of Holly Bobo, 2011. Just destruction and questions that may never be answered. On an April morning in rural Tennessee, Holly Bobo stepped outside her home. Her brother saw her talking to a man in camouflage. At first, it looked like an argument. Then she vanished. For years, her case haunted Tennessee. Searches turned up nothing. Tips led nowhere. Trust between neighbors disappeared. Then, years later, the truth finally came out. Holly had been kidnapped by people she never knew, targeted by rumor, drugs, and paranoia. What followed was cruelty beyond words. Multiple men were arrested, convicted, but justice came far too late. Holly's story became one of Tennessee's most painful tragedies, and a reminder that evil doesn't always come from strangers far away. Sometimes it's closer than we think. These crimes don't always make headlines, but they leave scars on families, on towns, and on history. If you want more true crime stories the world forgot, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay right here. And tell me in the comments, which case disturbed you the most?